Good day everyone, this is Richard C. Rivera and I'm here to discuss about the parts of the cell and their functions. Before that, we are going to define what a cell is all about. The cell is the basic structural, functional, and biological unit of all non-living organisms. There are two types of cells, the eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells are cells that contain a nucleus and organelles and are enclosed by a plasma membrane. Multicellular organisms that have eukaryotic cells include protozoa, fungi, plants, and animals. And also contain a variety of structures called organelles which perform various functions within the cell. The parts of a eukaryotic cell is number one is the nucleus. Nucleus, a membrane-bound structure that contains the cell's hereditary information and controls the cell's growth and reproduction. And the second one is the endoplasmic reticulum. There are two kinds of endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum is primarily concerned with the synthesis, folding, and modification of proteins, especially those that need to be delivered to different organelles within the cell or secreted from the cell. They are the ones who act as a quality control of the cell. And the second one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Is largely associated with lipid or fat manufactured and metabolism and steroid production, hormone production. It also has a detoxification function. And the next is the Golgi apparatus. It receives biochemicals in the bulk flow from the rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is the only organelle in the cell that receives, sorts, modifies, concentrates, packs, and dispatches biochemicals for use inside and outside the cell. And the next is the plasma, or the cell membrane. Is the boundary between the cell and its environment. It regulates what enters and exits the cell. The next one is the microtubules are involved in mitosis, cell motility, intracellular transport, maintenance of cell shape, and keep organelles in place. Centrosome is an organelle that is the main place where cell microtubules are organized. Organizing changes to the shape of the cell membrane that allow the membrane to pinch into during cell division. The next one is the ribosome. Serves as the site of biological protein synthesis. They link together specific amino acids to form polypeptides and they export these to the cytoplasm. Lysosomes are organelles that contain digestive enzymes. They digest excess or worn-out organelles, food particles, and engulf viruses or bacteria. They are like the stomach of the cell which are involved in digestion and waste removal. The cytoplasm is a thick solution that fills each cell and is enclosed by the cell membrane, mainly composed of water, salts, and proteins. A framework of protein scaffolds called the cytoskeleton provides the cytoplasm and the cell with their structure. Transport dissolved nutrients around the cell and more waste material out of the cell. The mitochondria, referred to as the powerhouse of the cell, they help turn the energy we take from food into energy that the cell can use. They are also calcium storage. Cilia are eyelashes-like structures, microtubule-based organelles that project from the surface of cells and serves both motor and sensory functions. Flagellum is a wave-like structure that acts primarily as an organelle of locomotion in the cells of many living organisms. The microfilaments, they have roles in cell movement muscle contraction, and cell division. To make a cell move, one end of the actin filament stretches out while the other end pulls itself in tighter. And that's the eukaryotic cell. We move to prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells are single-cell organisms. They are simpler and smaller than eukaryotic cells and lack membrane-bound organelles such as nucleus. Examples of prokaryotic cells are the bacteria and archaea. Parts of prokaryotic cells, they have capsule. This additional outer covering protects the cell when it is engulfed by other organisms, assists in retaining moisture, and helps the cell adhere to surface and nutrients. Source of nutrition when nutrient supplies is low in cell. And cell wall is an outer covering that protects the bacteria cell and gives it shape. And pili, hair-like structures on the surface of the cell that attach to other bacterial cells. So that's it, the two kinds of cells, the eukaryotic cells and the prokaryotic cells. Thank you, and I hope you pick something about our discussion. God bless.